everyone, this is Erin Anding, and I'm here to tell you about another section for when you're building your, future fabulous faculty Google site, which will be connected to the school's new website, which is glenoakshigh.com. And that is this part right here, which is pages. Okay, so in my last video, I talked about insert. Here we're going to talk about pages. And while I'm here, just because it's not a section we really need for the moment, I will also talk about themes. Okay, so we'll cover these two sections right here. Now, themes doesn't really apply to this website because it's already been done for you. Okay, theme is the style, the color palette, the overall look for your website. Okay, and if you were building one from scratch, this would be very, very important. But your theme has been pretty much decided for you because these were standardized across um, the school. So this one you can ignore, but what you can't ignore is this one here, which is pages. Okay. Now, a lot of people get confused and they use the phrase website and web page interchangeably, and they are actually two different things. Okay. And I'm gonna do the old analogies, with the little colon in between where you said something, we learned as kids that book is to page as is to. Now that's the one I'm actually going to use. So book is to page as website is to web page. All right. The website is the overall thing. Okay. So glenoakshigh.com, the new website for the school. But every page, everything you click on is a page within that website, and all those pages come together to make the website, just like all the pages of a book come together to make the book. Okay. And my website has numerous web pages. Okay. And yours should too. In most situations, websites are no longer just one web page. Okay. And up here, you can see what my web pages are. Currently, I have home, I have library and technology, and then I have this one here for library aids. And notice the little arrows going down. Okay. Now mine, I have adjusted. I had a very unique reason, and that was because not only was I kind of working as a classroom teacher with my library aids, but I'm running an entire library and I have slightly different duties. So they were set up with defaults. Mine was adjusted. Administration is aware. And that is because I kind of have two dual roles. And in this case, kind of three, if you see where I'm going with this. So, one role is as a teacher, and that as a collaborative teacher is kind of built into the other ones, though I could always adjust and make a new one. Okay, like I could make a teaching overall arching web page, but for right now I've got my library aids. Okay, so that was one level of my job. The second level is me as a librarian and the library program as a whole. And then the third one is I am the site technology facilitator. I am part of the technology committee, things of that nature. So I made a technology level. Okay. So these are the three broad things that I kind of deal with, which is the library program, technology, and this will probably get fleshed out as the year goes along, but this has to do with teaching. Okay. So those are my big categories. So think of them as like my big chapters of my book. Okay. And then there's home. That is the true original page. Okay. And it actually gets labeled as home when you go up to, the publish site link, for the web page. Okay. Now look at page over here and then look back over here. Okay. Now, first of all, I can add as many as I want. So right now I mentioned that library aids information was kind of off by itself, kind of in my teaching section. One day I might want to formalize that a little more. So I could do something like instruction. That would make a lot of sense. And I would say done. So I'm adding a new one. Notice it defaulted right here. So it's home, instruction, library, etc. It's not really what I need right now though, because I actually want it to be more with this library aid stuff. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit and then watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this instruction and I'm going to move it. Now it's been moved, but look where it's become. It's become a subsection of library aids information. Not really where I wanted it. I actually want it to be more up here, which is now working a little bit because the more has library aids. But I actually want it to be under instruction. And look where it is now. It rolls down. Okay. So that eventually could be, the teachers that I teach with, maybe for SLTs, teachers who I collaborate for research projects. It all depends on where we want to go with it. Okay. But it's under instruction. All right. So I have the three parts of me: library, technology, instruction, and then each part underneath it, the sections of my little webpage chapters underneath. And I can manipulate that however I want. If I decide that I need to let go of one of these, like this instruction thing, I could actually turn it into the home page. I could duplicate it. I can, find out its properties. I can add a subpage. I can hide it from the navigation. I could also eventually get rid of it. Okay. So this is web page. This is how you build the structure of your website. Okay. And everything you do over here gets reflected up here. Now, once again, I'm working behind the scenes right now. So the world, if you were to go to my Google site right now, would not show this new division I've made with instruction and library aids information. But now that I've done it, if I hit publish, the world will see it. But until then, it's mine for my decision making purposes to decide if this is how I want to do it or not. Okay? So remember, insert changes the content of a web page. Pages determines the actual pages and how they're organized. Themes develops the overall look, but that one you don't really need to pay attention to right now because you are on something where that has been predetermined. If you have any questions, please let me know. If not, have fun creating your web pages and what goes on them with insert. And thank you so much.